All new tonight, a judge has ordered a Honolulu police corporal to undergo a mental examination in a case in which he's charged with crashing into a motorcyclist and then lying to investigators. Our Allison Blair has the new developments in this investigation that's dragged on for a year and a half.
In September 2023, Vasai Isala Jr. was captured on body camera video trying to pin that crash on another driver. The corporal's been to court 6 times since November. While he's yet to say whether he's guilty or not, he was recently granted a mental examination. We spoke with a legal expert who explains how that could impact the case.
Month after month, HPD Investigates has shown up to court to track the status of a case involving HPD Corporal Vasai Isala Jr. And every time...
What is the status?
We are requesting a continuance, Judge.
In late January, Isala's attorney requested a 5th continuance. The reason?
We need more time for some medical records for Mr. Isala.
What is the relevance of the medical records?
There was a collision involved, and he received, or he went to the hospital shortly thereafter.
New information, but exactly when Isala went to the hospital is still unclear.
You need a tow?
This is body camera video of the corporal after police say he crashed his subsidized vehicle into the back of a motorcyclist. Records show the 62-year-old rider suffered a concussion and serious spinal injury from being dragged down Kamehameha Highway. But when this responding officer asked the 19-year veteran what happened, he told a different story.
He said there was a flood. He said that a bus hit his vehicle. I gotta get more info. Did you see the guy take off?
Close off access to Cam Highway from 49.
Can you tell me, you want to write one statement? Later. Tell me what happened. Later.
Law enforcement sources tell HPD Investigates prior to the crash, Isala attended a party. The crash report shows the corporal was never given a field sobriety test, and the box asking if officers suspected impairment was left blank. Records also state when the crash scene investigator showed up, Isala was gone, but the report makes no mention as to where he went. HPD still hasn't said if officers drove Isala home after the crash because they suspected he was intoxicated, saying it's under investigation.
Case number 2, Vasai Isala Jr.
Then, earlier this month, Isala was granted a 6th continuance to undergo a mental exam. Legal expert Victor Baque.
So these are very easy to request, to have their client evaluated by a mental health examiner to see if he was suffering from a mental disease, disorder, or defect at the time of the incident. The common term would be temporary insanity, so they may be alleging that he had a concussion or something that would have affected his thinking process.
A move Baque calls unusual.
It is a very uncommon defense to raise at the district court level. This is usually reserved for homeless people who are suffering severe mental illness.
If successful,
it will not get rid of the case, but it will keep him from getting a conviction.
This isn't the first time Isala has been accused of being on the wrong side of the law. In 2016, he was charged with driving under the influence after hitting a utility pole in Makakilo. A jury later found Isala not guilty after a distant relative visiting from American Samoa testified he was the one behind the wheel. A year and a half after this latest crash, HPD still hasn't completed the internal investigation, something Baque calls strange.
There's no reason why an investigation of this level, the district court level, should drag on for months or years.
It wasn't until HPD Investigates made the case public that Isala was stripped of his police powers and placed on restricted duty. In addition to the criminal investigation into the corporal's actions, HPD also launched an internal probe into the responding officer's handling of the incident. That too is ongoing.
We reached out to Isala's legal team for comment on Wednesday. Nearly a week later, we have not heard back. The corporal is scheduled to be back in court on May 6th. Allison Blair, Hawaii News Now.
Allison, thank you.